Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Ringside Rants brought to you by W.GG. Ringside Rants 10% off. Go get your W energy drinks from W.com, or I'm sorry, W.GG. Um, I am just Mike. To my right, we have Josh, aka Bad Karma.
Yeah.
Below me, we have
Do
Jay,
good.
the musical maestro of everything music in Louisiana. And to my far right hand corner, we have Spicy Phil, the Smarker Strong Style. And before we get started tonight, gentlemen, all I can say is Wrestle Kingdom is in the books. And wow, what a fucking show.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
So what do you
Took
But,
guys?
me two tries, but I watched it.
but before we go any further, before we get into the main meat and potatoes of Wrestle Kingdom, we have one of our own fellow comrades who went and enjoyed GCW Do or Die.
No, that was not do or die. It was one night only.
Oh, one night only.
Yeah, it's called One Night Only, and it was all death matches.
He's got pictures and he's got brags and he likes to show off things.
But I just want to say, is just like first thing I get in there, the whole entire arena floor is tarped off. Like they put the tarps on, and I'm like, oh, there's gonna be some significant damage done tonight.
Did any fans bring any weapons?
No. You're not gonna trust no Chicago fans going in there with some weapons. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, it's like going up there to fucking what's we call it, like
Old school ECW when you bring the weapons.
Yeah. No fans brought no weapons. No, they raided every Harbor Freights and Home Depot and Menards around the area. Got every door they could find, glasses, and bought probably all the fucking light tubes in the area. That's going to be on order for a while, but man, I just want to say it's like the most brutal match was Little Sicko and Atticus Coker. That was brutal. I showed Mike the video. I mean, people could go on my Facebook. Well, you guys can see it on my Facebook, but I'll bring up the video right now. I'm gonna see.
This motherfucker gets impaled with skewers, bro.
Oh,
Ouchies.
oh,
Yeah.
How do you like your steak? Raw or rare? Just a lot of blood.
ripped.
I mean, man, cruel. The cruel versus what's his name?
Babe.
Yeah, Babe. Man, first off, I'm sitting in the second row of this thing, and we're just shy of that. Like, I'm pretty sure you could see me if you go back and watch the video. You could see me. I mean, I'm wearing this hat, so you can spot me in the crowd. It's like I'm sitting directly in front of the camera on the other side of the ring. So Cruel throws Babe right into the seats of right where I'm at. Now, I just happened to order probably one of the best chickens of a chicken dish from one of the best chicken places in Chicago called Harold's Chicken. So I had it like a 2-piece with a nice good side of fries and some nice good sauce.
And some blood got on there.
All I know is I just got it, and Cruel just threw the guy like right into the seats, basically just right next to me. And Albert got right there, and it's like I put my chicken down, and all of a sudden everybody jumped up. I'm surprised it did not come out on video. I just screamed, "My chicken!" scooped it up, and I was like, "Okay, nothing. It's all good. It did get stepped on."
Not gonna lie,
I'm surprised it didn't come up on video.
if I would have seen you eating chicken and I'd have been a wrestler, I'd have threw somebody right into you for eating in my match. Fuck them nachos. They're going on the floor.
Damn, the
Let's
belt's
see.
heavy.
I forgot. Before we went live, I was going to bet Mike how long Phil could hold the belt until he said it's too heavy. I forgot.
That was him right
Mads
next.
Kruger. Mads Kruger from MLW.
Well, he goes by Cruel here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
And
thing's
I'm pissed about that because the MLW that's going to be in Chicago is sold out. Sold
Yeah.
out today.
that belt.
Yeah.
Phil,
Oh, by
is
the way,
over-
Josh,
over
you have no
$10.
chance to watch. You have a chance to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. They're having the G1 Climax in Chicago in the Now Arena.
Yeah, I saw that.
later this year.
I bet you're
So
excited.
y'all got to get some plane tickets.
Paying tickets.
Plane tickets.
So the
But,
G1 Climax is coming. So that's the whole tournament.
It's gonna have They're gonna have a night or 2 nights of the G1. They've done this before. They did it in Texas, and they did it on the East Coast. It's not the first time, but you're gonna get official G1 matches here in the States that you can see live. You will get part of the G1, in America. So that's kind of cool.
Did
That's
they
badass.
announce the dates?
The G1 is always like no earlier than July, no later than September. It moves around before October. So it's usually like August. This year's was actually a little earlier than normal. I think they did that because of Forbidden Door, and they keep kind of moving that around. But yeah, the G1's the big tournament of tournaments. The next one we have to look forward to for New Japan is the Cup, and the winner of the Cup, that's a single elimination tournament, and the winner of the Cup gets that world title shot at Dominion. So that's your next big. That should be your first tournament of the year and your next big thing happening. Because after that comes Super Juniors and all of that. Tags at the end of the year. The G1 is what it is, So usually around March to end of February, March, we're gonna get the Cup. Yeah, I saw this when you posted it. Me and light tubes.
She's pretty hot.
Woman swings light tubes. Phil, she's pretty hot.
Yeah, for real. Oh, and also you can get Jolt energy drinks now.
I still can't believe that Joe Cola is still alive. But they
I
only got
saw
2
it
flavors.
over
But
at a
it's
Circle K about a few days ago.
Yeah,
But-
things are they're expensive as shit too. Aren't they, Phil?
Everything.
About $3 or $4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
$3
but it's all
19
sugar free now, so it's 0 sugar. So it's it's not the same. It's not the original recipe.
Oh,
The original recipe will fuck you up, from what I heard.
The
Yeah,
original recipe is like, yeah.
I will
Yeah.
contest to that. I drank one, and man, that shit gave me the shake. Just one can gave me the
Yeah,
shake,
dude.
and that's pre-diabetic.
Just imagine what they could do to cornholio.
Polio, give me for my bubble. Yeah.
would you like to see my portfolio?
But yeah, but as far as I'm concerned, man, the best match was Atticus Cogar and Little Sicko, man.
They like I told you, man.
They beat the snot at each other.
Like I told you, man. They say Little Sicko can get fucked up, bro. Like he will. He does some fucked up shit.
Yeah, he got fucked up. Like he got impaled. Not just they take them little skewers and put them in the forehead and like shock and awe and everything but nah, Atticus Cogar fucking drove that shit into his back and you saw that shit impaled into him. I'm like, damn,
Love it, fucking love it.
but
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Now here it is. Can you compare it to anything that happened on Wrestle Kingdom?
nope.
Nope.
Look, as great as Wrestle Kingdom was, it was a little dry. Not.
Yeah, it was.
No one got wet.
No one painted themselves.
Yeah, usually at Wrestle Kingdom when you see that, it's hardware.
Yeah.
but like I said, it was a great show. I know they don't do GCW is like kind of steered away from the death matches for a while, so I think that the only thing that was going on was a Nick Gage Invitational. Well, what the NG,
NGID.
yeah, NGI dates. So that usually that hasn't come around here in a while. So, but
Between that and AEW, you got some wrestling action this past week.
in a week span, yeah,
Yeah.
I went to World's End one weekend, and I went to GCW to another.
What happens
Are
when you
you
live in
going to?
Chicago?
Well, are you going to WWE's Elimination Chamber?
Tickets are too expensive, man.
But even if they weren't expensive, could you
Go sit for 6+ hours in that atmosphere and go, yeah.
for four
For
for four
four
matches?
matches, no. For I mean, I think a little later we'll go to a deep dive and look up ticket prices and everything, and you tell me if it's worth. I paid for DCW. I think I paid like probably like $70 for the second row ticket, but and getting the second row ticket was worth it. You know, light tube fragrance and all.
That's
And I
cheaper
think
than what Wildcat charges for front row.
and for AEW, I think I paid $80 for my ticket, but shoot,
That's not bad.
I was dead center. I was right there in the slope. I could see the ring, see the entrance. Bam! Out. It's like worth it. Well worth it. And I got to see how many matches were at World's End. About like
Well, if that's their price, what would Elimination Chamber would probably be a minimum of 200 for a good seat? At
probably
least.
more. It's the
At
United
least.
States.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, their ticket prices they're above basic concert ticket prices. Them.
Let me just say for the same venue that they're gonna be it's the United Center where the Bulls and Blackhawks play. I went there for 9 Inch Nails. Nosebleed was $100.
It's about right. But I mean, I've seen Nosebleed at 150 back in 2011 in the Smoothie King. So, you know,
I think no wait, how much? Yeah, I think I paid about. I think he gave him like $100 for that. So,
and me and Mike wanted the show. We were thinking of going to see them. By the time Mike got back to me the next week, all the tickets were jacked up over 200 a pop.
It's sold out now.
Yeah, that was for Nosebleed. So it was like, damn.
So, yeah. Well, like I said, we'll do the deep dive later on the ticket prices of Elimination Chamber, but man, in all, GCW put on that one hell of an event, and
Extreme.
it was way beyond extreme. Jesus Christ, man!
You were always bitching about them not showing up and doing death matches, and all of a sudden you get to go to one, and you're like,
I'm fucking happy. I'm finally happy. I got to see a fucking good hardcore match from them and everything because
give me a second.
Because they've been coming to a place called I lost Phil. They've been coming to a place called Talia Hall, and they really don't allow a lot of the matches. And the one I decided not to go to was a Matt Tremont match, and they got a little hardcore. I'm like, out of all the matches they had, it was like the one. I'm like, man, motherfucker. And now they did this one, and I'm like, yeah, this one's good. Plus,
"They're back, Jack.
I got to eat some badass chicken.
That's badass. Give me this chicken.
So now we could go into the main discussion
of Wrestle Kingdom,
Wrestle Kingdom.
New Japan.
Yes,
the fans, the people, the wrestling world is buzzing. We got not one but two great nights of action. Wrestle Kingdom and New Year's Dash. All eyes are on New Japan right now.
I haven't seen nobody. Phil, you're talking to somebody that ain't there.
Well, they were waiting for us.
Uh,
Anthony's on here, so.
oh,
But
But yeah, like
But
I
yeah.
said, like let's go to the review of Wrestle Kingdom. That was one of the best ones I've seen in a very long time.
I like that.
I
Go ahead, Mike.
honestly believe, though, man, that New Year's Dash was a lot better than Wrestle Kingdom. I
can
really
see,
do.
I can see the argument there.
I could
I didn't watch New Year's Dash, so I was wrestled out.
Josh, if you do anything, watch the main event. Just watch the fucking main event. It's insanely good.
And also, we also have that's a bet because you probably heard the news. Bullet Club is no more.
Train.
Yeah, but train.
Yep, which that leads into who's staying and who's if they're doing that. And Phil
They
said that,
merged with the unaffiliated.
and Suji is now the leader of this, so which we'll get into. But is that this points to some wrestlers leaving, and contracts are up after the 4th and the 5th, so there might be some people jumping, but we'll get into that as we go over. If y'all want to go over the card or what, I don't know if Mike added up the points.
I did not add up any points because you were doing it live during the show.
To my calculations, we have a new champ, a returning champ, with 6 points. To my calculations, Ergo won.
Ergo won.
With me tying Genghis for 5th at the very. It came down to the last match. This was not a halfway card, and we knew who was going to win. It came down to the very final. And if Genghis wouldn't have picked Tanahashi to win, he'd have tied Ergo for the win. But it boosted, with Suji winning, that boosted me to 5. And forget somebody, 3 of y'all tied with 4 points after that, and then 3 and then 2. But that's how it went pretty much.
Well, I knew Suji was going to win. I knew Okada was going to win.
They had me doubting for a while in both matches. They had me believing it could go the other way, and that's what New Japan's good at. They had me.
And there was a certain title change. I actually surprised that they did, but we'll discuss that in a little bit. But we'll
You want to hear something really cool though? Anthony almost pulled off the Rambo match. He was the final 2, him and TMDK.
Yeah, that's another thing that gave Ergo the boost. He decided to go TMDK, and they won. And they actually pulled. None of us had TMDK winning at all, and they won the Rambo. Yeah,
quite a few title changes.
Well, we had two were title for title, and some people were confused. I must say this. There's no official merging of titles at this point. The global title still exists. The man who holds the world heavyweight title still has the global title as well, just like for the women. The current women's IWGP champ still holds the strong. She won the strong title, so that they have not been merged yet. I'm expecting. I don't know what they're going to do with strong at this point, but no titles have been merged.
Still a strong men's championship. Men's champion.
Yeah, I got 2 points the whole entire. No, 3 points. I got 3 points.
Yeah, I want to say Anthony came in last with maybe Josh.
Okay. I'm looking now. I got 1 point, 2 points, 3 points.
Phil and Mike tied with somebody else for 3 or 4 points. Four, I think.
4. Yeah, I got 4 points.
And I believe Phil got 4 as well by the end of the night. I think Josh had 3. I think Anthony finally got to 2 at the end for the longest time. Poor Anthony he couldn't get on the board. Then he finally got 1 point. And Kelly got I forget if Kelly got 4 or 3.
Hey, Kelly picked some good points, dude. He got 1.
I can pull up. I got the paper right here if y'all want to know.
3.
All right. From
Four.
my calculation,
Kelly got 4.
well,
5. Kelly got 5, dude.
oh, all right. Wait a minute. I've got them added up. The lowest was Josh with 3. He came in dead last. Okay. Anthony got up to 4 from what I see, and tied with Mike, Kelly, and Phil. So 4 of y'all were at.
Kelly got 5 because he got ELP too.
All right, well then I messed something up. That's why I told you go over and check it.
Yeah,
I got ELP as well.
Yeah.
That's what hurt me. I shouldn't have taken you, boy. I was worried ELP was going to leave. He didn't announce he was leaving, but that's what hurt me from going.
What's up, Chris?
That's what hurt me from tying for the win was I went against the ELP. I shouldn't have done that.
Are they talking? Yeah. The other thing I did see a clip of was like when Braun Breaker bought and CM Punk botched that Frankensteiner.
Hey, dude, WWE delivered really good. I'm not gonna lie to you. WWE delivered all.
They had to because what they did two title changes tonight on WWE. But we'll like I said, that we'll get to WWE in a little bit. It was actually a really good Raw tonight. So, but we'll get that to a little bit. But right now we're doing Wrestle Kingdom. So,
Anthony, what predictions did you get correct? Let's see. You got Suji going over to Takeshita, and Wolf going over Evil, which everybody picked that. You went with Show, you didn't get that one right. You went with the United Empire, you got that one right. And that was it, dude.
what?
Yeah,
3?
He got 1, 2. 3.
I have him at 4. Somewhere I screwed up and gave everybody an extra point, I think.
He only got 3.
I can't argue with that, Chris, because New Japan is pretty fucking awesome. I love New Japan, but I also like AEW. So I respect I respect your opinion on that, man.
He almost got 4. The Erga got
right,
1.
but New Japan Pro Wrestling did deliver, and they're fucking awesome, man.
Erga got 2.
I've got Erga at 6.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Which gave him the clear win at the end. If Genghis wouldn't have took Tanahashi, Genghis would have tied him for the win. So Genghis loses his championship. 2026's Wrestle Kingdom winner is Erga.
Yeah, and Kelly got 5, dude.
Okay, well then I missed the point for him.
So he got ELP, he got Okada, which was 2. He missed on the Cash Suji match. He got another point on the Wolf match. He went with the United Empire, that's 4. And he went with Siri, which was 5.
Okay. Well, then I might not. He might have tied me and Genghis because I have, unless I got it wrong, I have Genghis at 5 and I have me at 5 at the very end.
All right, I'm looking at Genghis got 1 point, 2 points, 3. No, he picked Evil, so he's got 2 points. He got Despy with 3. 4 with United Empire. 5 with Siri. And that's it.
Okay, so Kelly and Genghis are at 5.
Yep. And then you got 1 point with Siri. United Empire, you got 2. You missed that one. Got that one with Wolf. Takeshita, you got
4.
Suji, yeah. 5 with Okada. So
All right,
there's
So-
3 people right there with 5.
All right, we had a 3-way tie for second with Kelly, Genghis, and me, unless I got somebody else's numbers wrong.
Me, I got some shit. I got 1 point,
I had you at 4. I might
two.
have, maybe I gave you Kelly's point.
I got two, three, four. I got four.
Okay.
What did I
I
get?
have Josh at the lowest at 3, so unless I fuck that up. I think
Josh picked champ. Josh, you got one with Siri. Josh got. Josh got.
I know I got. I know I picked Okada.
Josh got two with Wolf.
Anthony, the way we did it is 1 point per win.
Yeah.
Any match, it doesn't matter how many people. We just went 1 point for a win, and we do it every year for Wrestle Kingdom, especially like that. The other ones we'll do pick'ems, but Wrestle Kingdom's a tradition. Like in our chat, and this year we had like 8 people, so it was nice.
Josh got three.
Damn.
You and Anthony tied with three.
King of Sports, y'all. King of Sports. And if you look behind, Philly's got the titles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I even got the
Argentina has great wrestling.
2.0.
My fiance is from Ecuador, and she has good lucha libre down there as well. She's from Manta.
Are we gonna get into the card a little bit, because there was we got storytelling on the. You didn't have to be watching for months. Between Wrestle Kingdom and New Year's Dash, we got storytelling live, and there's we have, which is
First
great.
match.
Yeah,
First match right off the bat.
Which is terrific. Plus, we have an idea of where we're going due to Fallout and people stepping up, challenging. We have an idea of what the title matches we're going to be getting next. Thanks to this. So great storytelling. I did not have to watch a soap opera. I did not have to sit and hear a 20-minute promo. We got action nonstop. I have
50.
And I like the fact that it wasn't too many matches, but everything we got was quality. Short of I was disappointed in one, but we'll talk about that.
Quality over quantity.
That's what I'm about. I don't need 12 matches, even if they're all bangers, or 14. And no, I don't want to see 4 matches for 5 hours.
WWE, man. I mean, the reason why they're so popular is because of the fact that they're everywhere.
That they have their hands. We were talking about this. WWE has their hands in so much, not just social media platforms, but companies, distribution. I mean, they've got their hands in almost everything, and that's really what's gonna, in the end, that's gonna bite Tony Khan in the ass, because WWE's like friend, ally, friend, ally. Tony's all HBO Max Turner, HBO Max Turner. You gotta go bigger than that, buddy. Gotta go bigger than that. It's not like the NFL and you got 3 or 4 networks fighting over your show. WWE has a hand in Netflix, Paramount, NBC. I mean, YouTube's strong presence.
Anthony, you were not correct about the becoming the House of Torture.
Yeah. Erga thought that Anthony's not alone. Erga kept messaging me the whole night, waiting for Wolf to take that over and for Evil to get kind of jumped or put out. That did not happen. We also did not get any Bullet Club jumping or put out. That didn't happen either.
But David Finlay is an amazing wrestler.
It looks like, I mean, the man was a young lion over there. He spent over 10 years. It's hard to believe Finlay is one of the longer running guys in the company. But with this angle that happened, we're going to talk about in a little while, about the unaffiliated and War Dogs combining and Suji becoming the leader. It looks like David Finlay's going to be probably taking a little trip to the States, because he did express that he wants to, this year he wants to be US based. So it does look like Tony Khan will probably be taking David, unless Finlay Sr. can swing it and get him. I don't think he'll do that well in WWE.
I mean, you hardly hear anything about his younger brother who's in NXT.
I don't think he's not the biggest guy. I'm not discrediting him, but he's not the biggest guy, and he's not the best personality for entertainment wrestling. You know, I mean, look at what they've done with Julia, which Phil could go on about an hour on how they've done her. I just don't think. I think Finlay's best bet would be if you want to be on stage side, go get you some money with Tony Khan, or do the indies for a little while. Go where you want.
Or what they could do, which is blowing my mind right now. Bring him in with Clark Connors as a tag team.
That was mentioned, but well, that we'll get on. We'll get into that right now because what they're really talking about is a lot of interest in Driller Mahoney, which Driller is great. He comes off as mean. He's got a personality.
Anthony, I
Him,
seriously doubt because TNA basically works for WWE.
the talk
Well, he's
is
been there before.
the talk is will Driller and Clark Connors reform their tag team, and it does look like Clark Connors. We saw Thekla there. She is real life. They are together. She is in AEW. I think that Clark Connors is one of the easiest ones we could say he's piecing out. If Bullet Club's ending, that means Philly's going. That means we're not going to have a leader for them. I think it's a safe bet that Clark Connors is going to AEW.
They're called something else if I forgot.
The unprovided, the unprovided, the unprovided, the
Oh, I wonder if New Japan's going to sell the rights to the name now.
No, they're keeping it.
Oh, you meant? Well, it's not technically Bullet Club. It's the War Dogs. You know. I mean, they are Bullet Club, but everybody's calling. You know, if there's they do it.
But Bullet Club was also House of Torture.
It was, but they lost the rights to use the Bullet Club. They still do the Too Sweet, but they lost the rights earlier this year to be called Bullet Club. That's where the big brutal 5-on-5 cage match happened, and that was some blood and some shit all over for real. But House of Torture is just House of Torture.
Get the rights to it.
I'm short of if they do a deal with Tony Khan. This might, if that doesn't happen, I think we're looking at the end of Bullet Club, yo. The end of an era.
Well, we got Bullet Club Gold and
Well, they don't really call themselves that.
They call themselves the Bang Bang Gang.
Yeah. I mean, and that's due to rights. But I wonder if maybe Tony Khan could strike a deal with Bullet Club and get it for them. But it looks like in Japan, it looks like Bullet Club is. Dead. How many leaders can you go through and top talent when you've had people like Prince Devitt, AJ Styles, Kenny Omega, Switchblade Jay White? I mean, Finlay was easily the lowest of the leaders, but that's all they had left because of losing talent. I think it might be time to just. I mean, a lot of clubs have ended in New Japan, and new ones have begun. A lot of that in the past 2 years. No more LIJ, no more Suzuki Gun, no more Chaos, which was long running. No more. Now you're not going to have a Bullet Club. I mean, it's the Hontai team, which is pretty much Team New Japan, is greater than ever right now. And House of Torture is a big pain in everybody's ass. We did get to see a reinvigorated, reborn version 2.0 of the United Empire finally. So thought they were going to let that go. It was a dead brand. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Jake Lee joined.
Well, not just Jake Lee. We also have Andrade, El Idolo.
Dude, Andrade is the mastermind. He is the funder behind.
That's so funny because of the legal shit he just went through. Of, bro, you're not gonna be allowed to wrestle for a year and no money, and he's the financial backer.
Superface group. I have to say it's gonna be Suji's group faction.
Well, you do know he did sue WWE.
Oh yeah, he got his hands on some lawyers and got his shit together.
Face the Rouge.
Yeah, they got together and helped him out. Is Driller a perfect WWE guy, or is he more of a Driller Mahoney has such a personality. If you let him be that pissed off fucking dick, he could thrive in any that he would be a great WWE heel if he softens his style. But I like Driller Mahoney's presentation and attitude, just like I like
aggressive. I like that aggressive, strong style in
him and Gabe Kidd are that you believe them. You fucking believe them that they are nasty.
Mm-hmm.
What group ended up taking the super? That would be Team Hontai, which is like Team New Japan. That's like saying Godzilla and his friends on Monster Island in a way. So they are the everybody else is kind of tween. Everybody's unsure of the other groups. I mean, TMDK, either you like them or you don't. They're pretty much over. You United Empire, everybody's kind of iffy right now because it looks like they're tweening right now. And this unaffiliated, that looks like they're gonna be faces.
I think because of the storytelling that was produced on Wrestle Kingdom, I really believe the United Empire is babyface.
To me, that looked like they're going heel. Especially you saw, and let's talk about what Cal Newman was gonna crack Ospreay over the head with the chair, and
He was
O'Connor
about to
stopped
pull
him.
a Kyle Fletcher.
Cal Newman, who they kind of acting like is the leader, which I don't buy him as a strong leader at all. He grabbed the chair. Ospreay came out and talked to them. Was all, I'm proud of you guys, and y'all do your thing. He was ready to crack Ospreay over the back of the head, and O'Connor was like, "Whoa, buddy, this ain't a Braun Breaker Rollins deal right here, no." They were like, you ain't hitting Ospreay. He gave, and I'm sure Hinari would not have been very pleased either. That's another animal right there. But the real tribal chief, by the way.
Well, and probably all the medical issues going on with him right now. I think you can really hit him with a chair.
Yeah. Well, we saw that
story wise. Okay, you got a fake. I'm gonna hit him, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. Then probably reality wise, you probably couldn't hit him with a chair.
No,
they could have figured out a way. Well, I mean, no one was in worse shape than Ibushi. Y'all saw him walk down that ramp. That was horrible. That man was in pain every stand. He refused. By the way, he refused to take a cart. He refused. He said, "I'm walking to that ring to tell Tanahashi goodbye." So you could see the pain he was in. But man,
okay, well, we'll get to that. We're kind of going all over the place. Let's go. Basically, a lot of the story, a lot of the more impact was with the first match. Well, the
second match,
actually third match. I want to say the third match, but the second match,
the ELP match was good, man. It had some storytelling in that.
The first match was the 3-man tag. All that. So.
That was the first. That was
Team
the
MDFK.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Whatever it is.
Wait a minute, Josh. The pre-show, we got some young lions, which we're not counting. But then we had the ELP match before the Rambo.
The Rambo, that's the one I'm talking about. I didn't
right,
see
but
the ELP match.
we had the ELP match. It was a good ELP was trying to get the crowd into it, get them pumped up. It was good for what it was. ELP did not say goodbye and kiss the ring. He did not. So that made me feel good, and we didn't see it last night. So that makes me feel good about ELP for now. But he retains
as champ.
He retains as the television champ. He retains at a what was it 100? Was he the one at 150 days? I could be wrong.
He's defended it 8 times already.
I'm trying. I thought they said this was his 150th day on the 4th.
Okay. See, where I started from was the Rambo match.
Right.
That match was really fun.
They are the Rambos. Normally it's single men and like 20 men, like a Rumble style, but the Rambos are made to be fun and lighthearted, and you can have a laugh. It's more of it's to get you. The hard stuff's going to come later, but the Rambos are always fun. They're a lot like Royal Rumbles.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What do you think of Toru Yano by the way, or Yusuke Taguchi by the way, Josh?
I don't know if he knows who that is.
They were in the Rumble.
Oh, okay.
We were the champs. Toriyama, Master Wato,
and I think that was the one I went with the window.
Yeah, a lot of people thought the champs were going to retain. That didn't happen, but everybody in the chat, short of 2 people, did not get the right winner for this. None of us got the right winner.
Yeah, it was MDFK or whatever.
He said the band. He said the band.
Or whatever they're called.
PMDK,
MDFK.
That was Bronson Reed's old faction.
Yes, that was Jonah, the former Bronson Reed, was the leader of that faction until he went to WWE, and then those guys, the faction chose ZSJ. They went in the ring and were like, "We like you. Would you be our leader?" He's like, "Yeah, all right, we're gonna do this," and he wins the world title 2 times. Good choice.
He's called the front man for a reason. After Jonah left, to go back to being Bronson Reed, being part of what is he part of? That faction with Paul Heyman?
The Vision.
Oh yeah. Back to being a mid Carter.
But he's an upper mid card.
Here's why Phil's saying that. Jonah got a legit no cheating win over Okada before he left to tell him we will put you in that world title spot if you stay. He got a legit win over main event Okada. That's why Phil's saying he's not as big as he once was. They had Joe in a position. We will put
Be
you
a
in that
main
world title.
eventer for New Japan Pro Wrestling.
They were
They
gonna.
love their big foreign talent.
Mike is right. He left for the money and you know the convenience of being stateside. But New Japan was like, we're gonna push you if you're willing to stay. They gave him a legit win over Okada.
Shit, I would have taken the push over the money.
But all right, then the next match was the Stardom
Oh my god, dude, that match was insane.
for the Stardom Championship and the New Japan Strong Championship, the title for title.
Winner
That's the
take all.
IWGP
Three
Women's
and,
Championship versus the Strong Women's Champion.
I just said that.
You said Stardom.
Or whatever Stardom Championship, whatever. Blah, blah,
She
blah.
held the New Japan. It's a
Yeah,
it's a
one of the ladies. All right, here's the confusion. One of the ladies is a Stardom champion, but the Stardom title was not in this match. That's what Phil's trying to tell you. It was the IWGP Women's title versus the New Japan Strong title. Winner
Yeah.
take all. That's what Phil's trying to get across.
Aya Samatami still owns the Stardom Championship.
Yeah, and that's going to be defended on the 9th in a few days.
No,
Against
I've
the
seen
same lady
February
who already beat
7th.
her.
February 7th against Starlight Kid. She says I can take that. She's kind of, that match was kind of short because the reason why, because she can barely get cleared for that match.
Yeah, she was
48
only
hours.
cleared. She was only cleared 24 30 to 36 hours before Wrestle Kingdom to fight. So
48
she was
hours.
ill. She
Walker
was ill.
said 40. Walker
40.
said 48 hours,
Okay.
which is 2 days.
Yeah.
She was injured
So-
basically because that arm. And if you looked at it, Suri kind of went for that arm. She kind of channeled her UFC MMA background.
Kind of.
Okay,
kind
she
of.
did.
she was trying to break the arm.
That was a badass match.
That
Sure,
that was a really good match.
I was a little disappointed because I know those women, but I said if she was ill, they might have they took enough suplexes and slams to the mat, huh? Plus the arm. Fuck.
It went good 15 minutes, almost
Yeah.
20.
I mean, that's why you hear me and Phil yell about the women's wrestling over there. It's no joke, man. I can watch a whole women's pay-per-view. They don't play. They don't fucking play. That ain't no WWE or AEW.
And then the next match we had, which started the real storytelling,
Yeah.
would have to be the 5-on-5 between United Empire versus the unaffiliated with the War Dogs.
Yes.
And I'm going to
One
say
where
this,
Tekla came out with, right?
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tekla
Texas
is-
came out with the War Dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, she's dating Clark Connors in real life. That's why some idiot, I said his name. He's supposed to be kind of a big. He was on. He's one of Dave Meltzer's people. He's like, I don't know what Tekla was doing there. I'm like, bro, you're supposed to be one of his people. You don't know that she's with Clark Connors, you asshole.
Let's see. Josh Squirrel
For what?
for that guy.
What guy?
The-
We're lost.
The guy that doesn't know New Japan.
Oh, yeah. The guy reporting for Meltzer on Wrestle Kingdom covering the show. He missed a lot of important facts. Fly it. Yeah. Yeah, that guy, I don't know what he said a few things that were dumb this morning when I watched the review, and I'm just like, bro, tell us you don't know wrestling without telling us you don't know wrestling. Unless it's WWE.
Anthony, I don't know what champion you're talking about, bro.
She's talking about the World of Stardom champion, Saya Kamatani. Yeah, she does. She was pretty worn out because of her arm and everything, but she's gonna take some time off to recover, so she can face Starlight Kid in February.
Starlight Kid's gonna own that match, bro.
She called Starlight Kid a little kitten.
The
She
one
is
thing
in hate. She is in hate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's see, Starlight Kid's a babyface. She's part of Neon Genesis.
I think something important we're missing is the power and impact and legacy of the run that Suri is having. That is, I mean, that woman is legit MMA. She's becoming the greatest women's champion, IWGP women's champion in history at this point, and she is on a hell of a run.
Oh yeah, she's a 2-time.
Like she is legit. She's not a placeholder holding a title and go. She is legit the person to beat for the women. Like she is on top of the mountain right now.
I mean, Mayu Iwatani passed the torch to her.
Yeah, but she's on top of the fucking mountain right now. She is the woman that you want to beat to get your career going.
And I might add, she has a badass entrance team too. Just that. Yeah. You're like, what the? Because I remember when first time I seen her was at that the AEW where that scramble match they had, and I remember Tony Schiavone like, oh my god.
Yeah, she is no joke. She is on a legendary run in real time right now.
Yeah.
That woman is I can't wait. She keeps wrestling, I'll keep watching every single fucking time.
That's from my I hope she rests up and I hope she gets well. She had a hell of a run too. I mean, she's the first woman to ever
she has not even begun yet. She is gonna eventually become the woman. She's gonna get there. She's Tokyo
not even
Sports
prime yet.
Tokyo Sports has been all about her. They know she's good. She's good. She's going to be good. This year is probably going to be she's going to climb in the rankings. Wait till the end of the year's rankings, and you'll see a few people that we're talking about climb up in the numbers.
All right, then now we're going into the next match that set up a lot of storytelling for
5-on-5.
5-on-5, also end of an era in this match as well.
Yeah,
so basically War Dogs and who was it? The other team,
the Unaffiliated versus the United Empire.
Yeah, we got a lot. He's right. We did get a lot of story in this. You got a redone United Empire like 2.0, which we thought they were dead in the water. We got Ospreay coming out the next night to kind of pass the torch and tell him go on without him. You got everybody has a place now. We have two returning members and two new members of the United Empire, and we got one return because Akira did come out at the end with the mask on, so we got a return.
Francesco and Akira.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Akira, I'm not a fan of him. He's wrestled in America before. He's wrestled. He's. I don't want to say. Akira to me is more like. And I know this is gonna make you mad, but it is true. It's sort of like watching Jungle Jack off Perry.
See, I've watched him in the ring with Lord Pants, and he had the entire crowd on his side and beat the icon, the legend. So, my opinion of Akira is a little higher because his work rate puts Jungle Jim Jack's.
You must have watched him you watch him in an American crowd. That's why, Mike.
Oh, they gave him less to do too. I mean, go watch him in New Japan. He's better than you think.
He's way better in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
He's not on my top 10 list, or he's going to change the world. But honestly, that's how I feel about Cal Newman. He doesn't impress me as the face of United Empire.
I like his speed though in the ring though.
Oh yeah, he's fast, but that baby face that hit, it's hard for me to get behind Cal Newman. It's hard for me to. I think a heel turn would be the best thing for him because he looks like a sniveling little weasel, but I just don't like Cal Newman's.
Cal Newman is who do you guys think is the actual leader of this group? Because I agree with you. The guy that they're saying is the leader to me doesn't feel like the belief that Will Ospreay.
You notice how Jake Lee avoided Will Ospreay at New Year's Day?
I noticed that Jake E. Lee is a bastard.
Jake Lee bastard. He betrayed the War Dogs.
Yeah, he did. He was a War Dog member and turned on, but we have seen, we're going to get to that later on in the night, but
Gabe Kidd, dude, when he seen Jake Lee, dude, his face, bro, they showed his face. His face was like, you motherfucker.
Gabe Kidd is
he started kicking turnbuckles. And then he started like smashing the fuck, dude.
Yeah, they were like,
you felt like he was stabbed in the back by Jake Lee. Jake Lee wanted it. Gabe Kidd saw Jake Lee as his partner after Alex Coughlin was forced to retire after that cage match between between him and the United Empire
Yeah, yeah.
because of a permanent neck injury that retired him.
Yeah, and this is for the record. This is not Andrade's first run in New Japan. He was there before, and he was the IC champ. So he is no stranger to New Japan and the style, and he does thrive in a New Japan ring. Good place for Andrade.
He has to be there for now until his no compete clause ends, and so he
His
can
no compete clause in. He's back in AEW. He's on.
I feel like he achieves more in New Japan versus getting lost in a sea with 100 fish in AEW.
Yeah.
I feel like he's more special in New Japan.
I think
because he was treated as
so.
so.
Going to let him stay in Japan until they work shit out, which I think is pretty awesome.
He'd probably jump over to CMLL too.
Oh yeah, he's welcome back at CML, no problem.
Yeah, now that he's not affiliated with WWE and AAA, oh yeah, CMLL will be like, come on over, buddy, jump in this tournament.
Well,
if
they're
you
like,
want.
welcome home.
Yeah, yeah.
So in all, with the United with this match, the United Empire came out on top.
Of course,
It's kind of funny that he went against former members of Lij.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and if you look at yep,
And for all intents and purposes,
let's see who else.
David Finlay.
Not Finley, he's War Dogs. I'm talking about
so
Los
for all
you
intents
had-
and purposes after this
Kage.
match, for
Shingo
all intents and
Takagi
purposes,
and let's see who else. Yoda-Tsuchi.
Yoda-Tsuchi wasn't in that match.
Oh, forgot.
you had everybody that I liked from Lij that didn't suck in this match, which I between Shingo and Hiromu, I mean, you had some world beaters on each side. One side of this team had Gabe Kidd, Drilla Mahoney, and fucking
David Finlay.
Hinare. That right there is enough to murder a stadium right there. That alone. And on the other side, you had you had Shingo Takagi, one of the best wrestlers on the planet, crazy ass Hiromu, who he did get crazy. He even grabbed the camera. Him. Motherfucker's wild. I mean, you had some world, and I'm missing somebody else from them. I'm missing somebody else from Lij, the former Lij, the unaffiliated.
Well, it was Shingo Takagi. It was Hiromu. It was David Finlay, Gabe Kidd,
And Drilla.
and Drilla.
Yeah, that's a bad. I mean, Finley's not the best to me, but the other four guys on that team is like world beaters. Like I would.
And then you had Cal Newman.
Jake Lee.
You had Jake Lee.
You had Hinari, Okan,
Great Okan, and
Andrade. Yeah, there's some badass people in this match.
Dude, Andrade started the match all hot. I'm talking hot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole match was just insane, dude. And fucking insane.
Mm-hmm. They do good with the 5-man. Their 5-man matches and 4-man matches are not like WWE where it's, waste time, headlock, let me tag out. No, they move. They move. And shit goes outside the ring. And they move. That's entertaining matches. We get a lot of that in New Japan between factions. We get that a lot.
They tell stories. That's why I said they tell stories in the ring, and a lot of people don't understand that. Like especially people like we don't care about matches. We want stories.
Well, hold on a minute where you're going with that, Phil, because if you think about it back in the early 90s, I'm talking about late 80s, early 90s, WWE was notorious for giving you story inside the fucking ring.
They forgot how to do that, though. Unfortunately.
They haven't forgotten. They steer away from that now because they have this.
It's the sports entertainment part of the business. Believe it or not, you're going to get more casuals with a good talking promo. Not saying they're all good. You will get more casuals and more eyes than a wrestling. Vince decided when he saw the way the business was going and created the Attitude Era, he realized that, all right, the wrestling is an excuse to get us in your home. The talking's what sells in the story. And he took that because Eric Bischoff and the NWO started it.
Before they started it, ECW did.
If you really want to go there, Japan started it before both of them because technically the NWO is a ripoff of. They had the same kind of group in New Japan. Actually started it. Eric went to Japan and saw that, and he was like, "This feels real. Like we have like a Yakuza style team against another team, and you had people like Liger on these teams and all that." That's actually where it started. Like,
Oh yeah, that was started by Masahiro Chono.
Yeah,
that's where he got the Yakuza gimmick from.
Yeah, and eventually he would become the first Japanese member of the NWO and merge. They would merge into WCW with it and Muda and all of that.
Cal Newman isn't a Boy Scout. He's more of.
I agree with Anthony.
You think he's a Boy Scout?
It's that baby face fucking. He looks like a little bitch to be the leader. That's the maybe he should do like Jay White when he was young and grow some facial hair if he can.
Oh God, Jay White looked like a baby face back before he grew that goatee and that beard.
But look at that compared to Cal Newman. White meat baby face or heel Jay White but no hair on his face looks more manly than Cal Newman. That's not good.
Yes, but I mean it's Jay White though, man. I mean,
yeah, well, hey, Gato knew what he was doing. Jay White's awesome, and if Tony Khan don't fucking get that dude in the main event over the next year, I swear I'll come into his house.
And you're going to do some cocaine with him?
No, I'm going to put my boot in his ass.
That's his special. Is it his imported Columbia coffee?
And I'll tell you another thing: if Jay White gets healthy and he don't use him right in the next year or two, mark my words, that man's going to go try WWE and they're going to make him a superstar. They're going to make that man the new Seth Rollins / Edge / that cat. I'm telling you, if Tony Khan fucks around with a healthy Switchblade, I don't put it past him to go over there, burn through NXT and get on that main roster, and they could throw him a mic and let him piss everybody off. I don't, and he can slow it down and wrestle that style. He can pull a Randy Orton. Do not count out Switchblade.
I'm a big fan of the Switchblade.
Me too.
I was on the fence with the Switchblade, but I really was. But he sold me whenever he fought MJF.
But Gato knows when Gato decides to go all in on somebody, and he was willing to leave Okada for Jay White, saying this man is now the future. Your time is up. Gato points, and you know who when he backs somebody, you know it's a real talent.
He backs CLP.
Yeah, well, that's Jado. That's different. That's not Gato. That's the brother, but Gato's the booker, man. Gato is the one that threw everything behind Okada and had the crowds booing, and Okada beat Tanahashi, and everybody's like, I can't believe it. He come out with Okada, built Okada, made Okada, then dropped Okada and threw everything behind Jay White and was like, this is the man now. And you realize when Gato points, you listen because Gato's showing you some of the best wrestling talent in the world when he does that.
So is Gato what you consider the New Japan version of Paul Heyman?
No.
Gato is the Tony Khan in the booking, with the hype man of Paul Heyman without the words too much, but the attitude, versus he's the legit booker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gato is the guy that saved New Japan with Tanahashi when he took over, and you said we need a star, we need somebody people can believe in. We're gonna put Tanahashi. This is when he took over, when Inoki was put out, and this is considered the golden era of Japanese wrestling from like 06, 07 to like 18, 19 before the pandemic. That's pure run Gato era right there. And that's why it's considered the golden era. It's that good.
And Jay White comes off to me as not only a douchebag asshole like Maxwell and them is.
He does have that attitude, but here's the problem. He can back it up. He can
back it up, dude.
That's why we like him.
He can talk the talk and he can walk the walk.
Even Jim Cornette has become a fan of Switchblade Jay White. Because
everybody, he makes you a believer, man. He makes you a believer.
Kind of like MJF in a way.
And walk the fucking walk.
Kind of like MJF in a way.
Yeah. And I will say this too: after that match, after the United Empire won the match, and you can see the disappointment on Gabe Kidd's face after they lost that match.
Gabe Kidd is a terrific seller for facial expression and emotion. That's why everybody wants him. He's so damn believable and he's so good.
He's
But
fucking real.
But as wild as he is, the one thing Gabe Kidd is he's never betrayed. He's loyal to his team and his people. He's not a betrayer. So that makes Gabe Kidd very dangerous. Plus his love for New Japan. I mean, when he went against Kenny last year, he came out. He didn't come out in War Dogs gear. He came out in New Japan gear, and that crowd they made a mistake by not letting him beat Omega. He should have took the torch. He was like, "You're not New Japan. I'm New Japan, and I'm gonna fight for these fans because you left them." And it was a great story.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, I was hooked for the next match after that because we had a 4-way match for the junior heavyweight title.
No, for the number one contender for the title.
Shows
Yeah,
the
it was number one. Yeah, it was number one contender.
Here's where Mike's getting confused. Show is currently one half of the junior tag champs with the champ. That's the belt you're seeing. His partner Doki is the junior champ right now. So this was a match to see who was going to take on Doki for that, which is more storytelling for. We know now what we're going to get for the junior title coming up. The question is when.
Hold on. Country has said that he watched Raw tonight and it was just awful. Just awful presentation. Very, very disrespectful.
Tell him, Phil. Go watch Wrestle Kingdom.
Go watch Wrestle Kingdom. If you tired of WWE putting you down, go watch.
This whole chat and others, Country. We all watched Wrestle Kingdom on the 4th and New Year's Eve Dash this morning on the 5th, and everybody's happy. That no one's complaining. Everybody is all wrestling fans here are happy. Anybody want to complain? Go for it.
The only complaint I have is you all going off in the chat, and I'm trying to go to sleep.
Put it on silent.
All I gotta hear is ding, ding.
Put it on silent, like Kenny does. Put it on fucking silent.
Well, I had the main chat blocked, but you all went into the Rat Pack chat and just started going off all night. I was about ready. Like, motherfuckers, go to sleep.
I warned you I warned you before all this. I said, anybody who's trying to sleep, kid, turn your phone off. We go nonstop until 6 a.m. for this shit. It's once a year.
And I can honestly say,
welcome to watching New Japan Pro Wrestling with us, Josh.
Well, right. I watched the Wrestle Kingdom and everything. It was the New Year's Dash. I'm like, okay, they can't. Usually you guys are on the main chat, but you decided to go to the Rampage chat and just started spawning on nothing. I'm like, motherfuckers, go to sleep.
Dude, I had nightmares all last night, right? And I kept waking up in my dreams to turn on my computer to watch fucking New Year's Dash. This went on, dude, for like all the way up until 3 a.m. Mm-hmm. So I was like, fuck it, I'm up. Boom.
Aren't you glad you watched it, though?
Fuck yeah, dude. It was better than Wrestle Kingdom, in my personal opinion.
I'm not taking none away from that.
The only thing I can say about Wrestle Kingdom but we haven't hit it yet, was Tanahashi's final farewell.
Whew. We're gonna. There's a lot to talk about there, but we'll get to it. But
yeah. But dude, that's where I can separate that from Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, I did.
And New Year's Dash was supposed to be not that fucking good.
This is New Japan. We don't let you down.
Hold on. Last year they didn't do New Year's Dash. They did Wrestle Dynasty.
New Year's Dash happened a couple weeks after.
Right. And it was not that good.
But I can tell you why. I'm just gonna jump to this real quick. That's because Wrestle Dynasty with Tony Khan, he gave us a crap fest short of one good match, the Omega and Gabe Kidd match, and it fucked with the booking. For New Japan's like, sure, we'll help you out, but it fucked over their booking. This year was the first time in 3 years or 4 years we did not get a double night, which I'm not the biggest fan of the double. I'd rather get it over in one night. But
Juggalo, whoop whoop.
But they decided to put New Year's Dash as that second night to make the fan, not even in the same building, but the home of New Japan actually. But where it was born, they did New Year's Dash. But we did get we did get. We'll get into that, but it was a great show. But I don't blame you for saying it was shorter than Wrestle Kingdom. Therefore, you had more action, more matches.
I have nothing against JCW.
And you got to remember, some of these wrestlers on this card didn't get Wrestle Kingdom matches. So it's like, all right, next year you're gonna include us. Watch how good we are, aka that main event that we were gushing over.
Dude.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
The thoughts on JCW. I'm pissed that Matt Cardona fucked y'all over. That's where I'm gonna go with that. I'm pissed about that. I love Tarzan Duran, one of the greatest people, one of the greatest human beings ever.
Been on the show here. Yeah, he's been on our show.
Yeah. Tarzan Duran is probably one of the most fun-loving guys that you'll ever see in a ring in JCW. But
I wonder if they're gonna, because I know they did this for the Hardys. When the Hardys came back, they were still contracted to ROH before Tony Khan, and they fulfilled their contract obligations. I wonder if they're going to do that with Matt Cardona, because technically Matt Cardona is still JCW heavyweight champion.
I have no idea what they're going to do.
If I'm correct, here's another thing that happened. Like same thing with Carl Anderson. He was still the never open weight champion when he signed with WWE.
Yeah, and they let him go over there.
That was very fucked up of what Anderson did to New Japan twice. That was fucked up. That's fucked up.
Now he's wrestling in Pro Wrestling No in NWA now.
Do you blame? Why would I take you back? We took you back and you put the title on you and you fucked us over. Like, where's your respect, dude? Yeah, that was fucked up of what he did to New Japan the second time, especially.
Stranglemania is coming back for the WrestleMania weekend. Holy shit, that'd be fucking awesome.
Y'all know that New Japan is going to be in Vegas Mania weekend.
Yes, they got it.
I'm excited for that.
So Stardom as well. Like they're going to have New Japan and Stardom are going to be in Vegas. They're not playing around. I will be bought into that and watching that. Fuck WrestleMania in Saudi or whatever the fuck they do.
Stranglemania Volume 1.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I still have my
Russo confirmed they dropped the belt and is teased the new champion.
That's good.
Good. Matt Cardona, I'm sorry that happened, man. Like, I like Matt Cardona. He's not the indie king anymore since he decided to go back and they fucking butchered his theme music.
I would not put it past WWE to have done this. Not only his wife's over there or Chelsea, but I would not put it past some people to have done this to Vince Russo because of Russo's comments. I wouldn't put it past him to shut up Russo, to fuck Russo. I wouldn't put it past him.
I mean, Vince Russo, man, he's got a big mouth. All right, number one. Number two, yeah, I know they're live on Triller TV.
Dragon Gate. Fucking love Dragon Gate.
Everybody loves Dragon Gate, but Vince Russo has a big mouth. Everybody knows he has a big mouth, but it sucks when a bigger company has to take your top draw to make a statement.
Welcome to New. How you think we feel? Tony Khan didn't rate New Japan.
Well, I just watched Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, and he put out a statement with that. He said he was after he did made his appearance return as Zack Ryder during the Cena tournament. He said he was after that. I said around Christmas time they were doing negotiations going back and forth. So he was already so he was making bookings. He didn't know how this was going to go. And they came to an agreement, and he made his return tonight.
Triple H fears the Juggalos.
Triple H fears the Juggalos. Dude, Triple H doesn't know.
He fears the Boogeyman.
Yeah, Triple H. He doesn't fear the Juggalos. He hates the Juggalos.
He hates fans.
He hates signs. He hates signs that look like fucking Hatchet Man. Dude,
but some of my best friends were Juggalos in high school, man. I had nothing against the Juggalos at all.
Where were we? After the 5-on-5, where were we on the card? We got to get through this tonight.
Despy, Fujita,
The junior match.
Show, and that other guy.
Fujita.
I just said Fujita. Fujita, Despy, Show, and the other guy.
Ishimori, who's still, even at his age, still the fastest man in New Japan. Still the fastest. Dude is lightning, bro. For his age, that dude is lightning.
No, they weren't confiscated, but they're not shown as much on television like they used to be.
I think you'll see it more on AEW because AEW don't really go
Because
there.
if I'm correct, Willie Mack is signed with AEW and JCW.
Yes, that is 100% truth there, right there, Phil.
And I love Willie Mack. He's one of my favorites, man. He's actually one of my favorite indie wrestlers.
All right. Well, this match disappointed me because I'm a big fan of the junior division. They treat it seriously like a main event for that title, and I did not like the fuckery. But of course, House of Torture was involved in this match, so you got enough cheating for a year going on in this. That we did not get to see the wrestlers go off as much as I wanted to because it was polluted with House of Torture interference and attempted murder.
Because you had Dick to go.
Yeah. Well, I think Dick and friends, but I didn't care. I've seen better, but this disappointed me because I was looking forward to this match and I did not get what I wanted. I'm not gonna hate on it, but too much House of Torture interference, too much bullshit. We got a winner. Not the winner that a lot of us picked at all either. Despy is going back for it again.
I picked him. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Mike actually did. Mike got him a point here, but I don't know if anyone else pick Despy? Maybe Genghis.
Yeah. Genghis picked Despy. Ha 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 ha.
I thought it was gonna be Fujita's night, get him a title, defend against the former champs, over the year.
Fajita don't deserve no title. Fajita don't deserve no title.
Fajita. I like Fujita, man. He's coming up through the ranks. I like him. You got to build for the future.
Hey. His time will come in 2030. Right now, it ain't his time.
30?
Years. Only 4 years, bro. Only 4 years.
30. Damn. Well, anyway,
it's weird to say that.
Despy and Doki, which means more House of Torture bullshit, but it's going to happen.
Hey, Despy's going to beat that motherfucker's ass, bro.
Well, we're going to find out. The one thing we're not sure is, are we going to get this in one of these U.S. shows coming up? Are we going to get? That's what people are talking about. Are we going to get that match in one of these upcoming shows in the U.S.? They could use that as a main event. So who knows? Josh might be going. Josh might be watching it live. Who fucking knows?
Get your asses up here, man. Buy some paid tickets and get some tickets over here, man. Get your asses up here. I got a full bar.
I got a full bar.
Open bar, dude.
Open bar.
Hey, man. I had that thinking and drinking.
Well, what was next? Wolf and Evil?
Dude, and Wolf come out with a shaved head. And if he would have lost this match, he couldn't wear his gi no more. Dude, and he looked like a young lion. Like
that was the point.
That was the point. It was storytelling.
He humbled himself, and it just made the fans fall in love with him. He was like, "I'm an Olympic."
The crowd was cheering for him before he even stepped foot in the ring, bro.
The man is a legit Olympic champion and has fought in the. He is the Japanese Kurt Angle. This man is, and there was a lot of high hopes for him. His first match ever. Now he has won the neverweight title. There was fuckery out the ass and attempted murder from Dick to go. But hey, when you try to go, that wire around the neck is made. That wire around the neck is made for assassins to take your head clean off. That is what that wire is for. He uses that wire weekly on television. Yeah. Dick and then Fale smashing Wolf through the table. Big ass Fale.
People remember Dick Togo from Kaientai from the
choppy
your pee.
Yeah,
he was one of those guys.
Yep, Dick Togo was right there on side of what's his name?
Funaki and Takamichinoku and
Just Tap Out Takamichinoku.
Tajiri.
No, Tajiri wasn't in there.
Jerry wasn't part of Kai and Tai.
No, he was ECW doing the Super Crazy and Lil Guido matches.
He did join.
But this match is like, yeah, when he came out and he's like, the first thing he did is took the gi off, and it's like everybody saw his shaved head, and at first I didn't get it. Then it was like the announcer said, "Wow, he's coming out as a young lion."
It was the best move he could have. He got the best fan response in the night so far, above talent that we know in his first match.
Yoshihiro Tajiri was part of the Kai and Tai stable. Damn it.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Not in 98. Tajiri was and let me see. Yeah, 98 Tajiri was losing to Taz at Heatwave in 99.
Yeah. He was all ECW. It probably was not until after the merger.
Yep, Steve Corino was bought and paid for Tajiri and was using him as his killer when Steve Corino was playing the coward before he had to move up because they ran out of talent.
Hey man, Just Incredible is just incredible.
So yeah, this crowd response, the future looks good for Wolf, but the main storytelling here is when you're a young lion, you're supposed to go on excursion for a year after you get approved, and then you're allowed to have a character and come back or go wrestle wherever in the world. Because Wolf is now the neverweight champion, he does not have to leave. So his young lion status is over. He's full-blown talent on the roster, and there's no excuses. Everything's settled. It's managed. It's perfectly logical that Wolf is a main roster guy now. See, they tie that up so nicely.
And I'm going to say this, and I said it last week too. Evil is one of the measuring sticks in New Japan. I said it before.
I laughed when you said it, but
it's true though, man. Think about it. Whenever Evil faced Takeshita,
I mean,
Evil facing Wolf.
Yeah, I guess you could kind of see it, but the problem is, whenever you mess with Evil, you got to mess with Dick and friends. So I mean, it's always going to be a big cheat fest. That's what House of Torture does. That's what they do.
Yeah, but
what to say? They had a badass entrance.
Yeah,
badass entrance coming in.
Oh yeah, Evil with the gates of hell opening and coming up from the floor and all of that. I mean, yeah. Y'all do know that you're never going to see Evil in a AEW ring because Tony Khan personally does not like Evil.
Yeah, true story.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked that's why I've never seen him on a Forbidden Door. Tony Khan does not like Evil.
Really?
I like Evil.
Yes. Yep.
Evil to me is the Undertaker without being as
gothy.
Yeah.
Well, you see, before he did the heel turn, he was in LIJ in a face, and he'd come out, and your boy at the commentary would be praying, and they'd have all the lights going. So he'd come out like Undertaker, but he was cheered. He was liked. Genghis used to love him until he turned on LIJ, and then Genghis is like, fuck that guy.
Oh, he also hates Just Five Guys. He hated another faction because Sonata left them and formed Just Five Guys.
Sonata has been through every
Sonata.
Sonata has been through every group. I mean, he was a face in LIJ. Him and Evil were a top tag team. Sonata has no personality, no character. That's the problem.
You said that about Yo, man. You said that about Yo.
Yo is work. Sonata has a build and can wrestle in the ring. Yo has no personality, but not as bad as Yoshihashi.
Yeah, but
Yoshihashi's face can't even sell.
Getting back to this match, it's like I watched this match thoroughly, and I was like, I was thoroughly entertained. Like, but man, a lot of fuckery in this match. The whole entire Evil group is like just interfered the whole entire match.
Yeah, that's what House of Torture fucking does. But
House of Torture, yeah.
The world is buzzing about Wolf.
Wolf pulled off the victory. So
the entire sports world, all I heard today, besides Tana, which we're going to get to, Wolf. The buzz about Wolf. Wolf. Plenty of social media buzz about Wolf.
Aaron Wolf did great.
Because I mean, dude, first match ever wins the title. Not the world title, but wins the title.
Yeah.
First match ever.
But he's a legit badass in judo, you know. I mean, he's a legit fighter. So
I mean, dude. I mean,
well, once he starts conditioning to wrestling more, now I want to see him get ripped. I would like to see him drop some of that baby weight and get some of that
I
mass.
don't know if he's gonna do that because of his style and judo and his throw. I think he might be more of a not as
That
powerful, but I
slam. Oh
I
my
think he's gonna stay built more like a mini Jeff Cobb, dude. I don't think he's gonna try to lose. I think half the appeal is his size, and the Japanese love horses, but he's got that size so he can flip
Hello,
these
they're big
fuckers.
bosses.
He's got that
dude,
size so he can flip these fuckers and do all the judo moves. So
dude,
I
did you
don't think
see
he's.
that flip he did to Evil, dude? That judo slam, dude. I was like,
It was
oh,
hard. It was
fuck.
hard way.
And
It was hard.
Evil's eyes like got fucking like saucers, dude. It was like, what the fuck just happened?
He probably
It was
knocked.
like that's for putting me through a table.
He probably knocked the wind out of him because the throw was so perfect and so real. Evil probably got the wind knocked out of him from that. I've had that happen. When you get slammed perfect and all your organs shake up, bro, you kind of
That
paralyzed.
happened to me
from it.
before too. One time, I got judo flipped before too.
You can
Judo
it'll
flip.
paralyze you for a minute when your body goes into shock almost.
I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
I mean,
I
Yeah.
just got judo chopped. I got Judy chopped. Judy chopped.
but
No,
yeah,
judo
the
flip.
Judo
great,
chop, chop, chop.
great upside to Aaron Wolf. The dude looks like he's going to be a star. It's going to be interesting to follow his career, what he does. Let's see what else he could do personality and talking wise on a mic. But besides that, the ceiling's just going to keep going up for that man. I say good for him.
Hell yeah, dude. Especially after the fucking. He won the never openweight title from Evil.
Oh yeah.
What if that man one day captures the world heavyweight? What if he's fighting a Suchi or a guy like that one day?
No,
Yeah,
Dude, I want to see him. You know who I want to see him fight next? And I know this sounds crazy as shit, but I want to see him take on Gabe Kidd.
Ooh, is it? I mean, that'd be interesting. Gabe Kidd is that kind of guy that would the neverweight title has turned into more of the strongman brawler title. You know, you also don't have to be a heavyweight. That's why it's called the never. It's any weight class, but it has become the tough guy belt. And Gabe Kidd is that, just like a Hinari, an Ishii, a Suzuki. That there's a reason that title is synonymous with all of them.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, Gabe Kidd versus Aaron Wolf. I want to, dude, take my
Carl
fucking.
Anderson was that, and also let's see who else. Before he went to the WWE, it was what's his name, Tamatonga.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of messed with that. He was more. I mean, God at the time was always one of the top 2 tag champs in that company. So that's what they did. I mean, there's a reason they won him like 7 fucking times, whatever the hell it is.
They were a brutal tag team. Now they're just basically extras in whatever fucking faction they're in, whatever bloodline.
Okay, are we on Suji versus Takeshita now?
Yes, we are.
Title for
Really?
title, the
Bro?
IWGP World versus the Global, the second belt.
All I can
Right
say
there.
is that this right here to me was Takesha's best match ever. And
That
I thought
is-
it was better than the Osprey match he had.
This is what I was hoping for both these. I said it in the chat. I said both of these guys have a chance to have the grading wrestling match in their lives so far on that stage at Wrestle Kingdom, knowing they're on the big stage for the big titles. I hope both of them would do well. I hope no injuries. I was hoping they would put on a great show, and I feel like we got that.
They told a great story in that match too, because Suji really wanted to say he felt like he was going to be a savior for New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah. Phil is right. We need to stress that the story here is, when you leave Japan, you might have been there, but you're an outside. If you go to another company, you're an outsider now. And Takeshita is more of even though he's DDT and he's got a New Japan contract and he's with Tony Khan, probably the biggest one. I mean, he's still not a New Japan guy. They gave him the G1, they gave him the world title. The fans were not ready to accept him. You have to earn it. And I felt like Wrestle Kingdom night, I felt like Takeshita, with the year and a half he's been in New Japan, I felt like he put in the work and he earned the stripes. I have respect for him now. I feel like he did it.
Takeshita? Oh yeah.
I feel like the fans cheered him and thanked him as well. Like, you earned your spot. You were good. Like, we're cool with you. It's kind of like that. I felt like it paid off for him. I felt like he was green a year and a half ago. As talented as you could tell he was going to be good, but he wasn't there yet. I watched him in New Japan. I watched him do wrestling matches on the fly where they call it in the ring. I saw him make mistakes. I was like, this is good for him. He needs to learn this. You got to be able to. These New Japan guys fight each other over and over. When you have a 5-man match, there is no planned match. They call it in the ring and go as they go because they fight each other hundreds of times. He did not know how to do that. He was across the ring from Shingo and made mistakes. And I said, this can only get better for him because this is going to show him how to become a better wrestler. And
in a way, New Japan was like an excursion for him.
I think that's the whole reason he was sent, and to sharpen his skills and to get not that DDT joke level, to get him to that real. By the time you know, how old is he now?
He's almost 30.
Okay, I was gonna say I was gonna say by the time you get to 30 that you're that master, and I feel like this whole New Japan trip really did him well. I'm glad he did it,
and he don't want to go nowhere, dude. He wants to continue working in Japan.
He's not gonna. You don't think he's gonna go? I mean, I could understand not wanting to leave, but you don't think he's gonna head back? Maybe it's family. I don't know why, but you don't think he's gonna go do an AEW run now that he just dropped the title?
Possibly, there's a storyline still because remember, even though he lost and everything, Don Callis could be, disappointed in that.
What you said, Josh?
I think finally we're gonna get the real Okada versus Takeshi match.
That story's been. I'm not gonna lie. I know there's ties to New Japan, but for AEW, to me, that's a story that's got me hooked from them and how they're telling this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mike is right, but you got to do it right and stretch it right. But I'm interested in that Okada Takeshi storyline and where it's going and all this happening. That is. I think it's a shame we did not get Don Callis for this Takeshi match on whether he stood there or was on the call, because we know he used to jump on commentary and sell the shit up. We could have done. We had Rocky, but we could have used Don there. I don't know why Tony Khan didn't let him come across. You didn't need him for Saturday night. Don would have helped to solidify things even more. But they decided to pull the trigger. We've got a young guy, a healthy guy, a guy it seems like the fans are ready to get behind in Yota Tsuji as the champ. And I'll let Phil do this part because he's been wanting to get to this for a while about the title.
But hold on before we go there, Phil, before you grab the title and we talk about that.
Aww.
1 second, just 1 second. Yota Tsuji during a press conference between him and Takeshita. You could tell Tsuji was cold, calm, and collected. Like he already knew he was winning this match.
Yeah, confident.
So
it was scripted. So yeah, you knew he was winning the match. He was scripted.
Yeah, scripted.
But Tsuji's character
pull back the curtain a little bit. They're like,
yeah. Well, wait, Tsuji was in LIJ. The whole Tranquilo thing that they chose him because when he's not in a ring, he's very chill and smiling, and he's not gonna scream and holler. That's not his character. You put him in the ring, he's gonna unleash. But outside of the ring, he's gonna chill. He's gonna smile at you. I forget what it was. If it was the press conference for the G1 this year or last year, what it was, he brought everybody snacks. I mean,
he brought everyone pudding.
Yeah, pudding. Yeah, he gave everybody a fucking pudding.
Everybody got a pudding cup.
Yeah, but
and David Finlay got pissed and destroyed it.
All I can say is I hope he gets a great run, first run. I hope he stays healthy. I hope he gets great opponents, which it didn't take very long. The minute he was celebrating and started talking in the ring, all of a sudden here comes
dun dun dun.
Saddest music in wrestling in modern day now, but here comes Jake Lee.
Yeah,
and
I'm starting to hate that guy.
I am too, but he's somebody was like, "That's good," but
he's a bastard. What do you expect?
Jake Lee has showed us that he is the most selfish guy in wrestling. He don't care what faction he's in. All he wants is the money and the gold. That dude does not care.
And he's already conquered all Japan Pro Wrestling by winning the Triple Crown, the GHC with Pro Wrestling Noah, and now he wants this.
And that's exactly what he's after. And so now we know more storytelling. He did jump Suji after that match. Suji didn't have a chance, and he beat him up. But we know that for that world heavyweight championship, we know that we're getting Jake Lee's going to be the first guy. The question is when and where. Will that take place on U.S. soil?
And thanks to Yoda Suji, he brought this baby back.
That's what I was waiting
He
for you to
did.
get to, Phil. Yes, the V4, y'all, the heavyweight lineage is back. The most beautiful title in modern pro wrestling. You're looking at it over Phil's shoulder. The title is back. No more boomerang butterfly for now at
Divas
least.
title, as they
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah, we have the true nice gold modern belt back again. So that
crown.
is wonderful. Yes. Yes, that is nice. I don't think anybody's griping about that.
No.
And then
No.
one final match, the big main event, the retirement match for Hiroshi Tanahashi, 25 years. The man that saved New Japan, carried it on his back, the John Cena of Japanese professional wrestling versus Kazuchika Okada.
Okada. Before we go there, tonight on Raw, and Josh can quote me on this, and Michael Cole even said on Raw during the very first match on Raw, oh yeah, that last night, what did he say? Tanahashi retired from New Japan.
It was during the Kabuki Warrior match, and I think what you call was like one of the idols is like of Tanahashi or something like that, or Tanahashi was like the idol of her and everything.
Io Sky, yeah, Io Sky.
Io was
mentor.
mentor
It was
match.
like real brief. It's like it's like also shout out to Tanahashi for his retirement match. There's one of Io Sky's idols or something. It was like real quick. It was like
He was a mentor to her.
Yeah, that Michael Cole and friends with Triple H in charge, they're allowed to be a little more real. They're not like it's not like when Vince was in their ear, giving them barking orders, telling them don't mention this, don't mention that. They're allowed to say a lot more.
Yeah. So
And it does give, I will say, it does give the WWE a better commentary presentation when they get real or say things you don't think they should say, or it does help with the feel. The flow
It
is
does.
much better.
It does.
The flow, Michael
And-
Cole's flow when he's unhinged is much just like when he called the British. What was the British Championship thing they did? He called that perfect. He didn't have Vince in his ear.
mhm.
Oh yeah.
When the NXT
I
UK or whatever.
remember. I remember when Vince was gone. It's finally to have somebody screaming in my ear.
yes, yes. But yeah, that's just better for live presentation and give you a more real feel. But
I even loved it when they mentioned Sting's retirement. That was awesome.
Yep.
Too.
Yep. But that title that you're holding, though, man, it from whenever
that is a Warriors championship right there.
when Suji won and brought it back. Now you think Okada is going after it after Jake Lee?
I mean, Suji. I seriously doubt
Yeah.
Okada's going to go after Jake Lee.
Yeah,
Okada is U.S. based now, so he only came. Yeah, he only came back for the match. So I think him and his family's all out here right now. So
if it happens, I think Okada could challenge at Forbidden Door, whoever. Whether it's Suji, still, I could see Okada challenging at Forbidden Door. That I could see. That would be, and we all would want to see that too.
No,
You
yeah,
got-
he would.
You've got the champion of today
It would
versus
be a slobber knocker.
you've got the champion of today, the new modern era champion versus the legendary classic champion. Everybody would want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Okada put on a hell of a match against Tanahashi. A hell of a fucking match.
The pros, man. That's how Okada wrestled every match in Japan when he was still there. He did not do this AEW bullshit. I mean, and then technically Okada and Tanahashi were in low gear because of poor Tana's physical condition. We have seen them do better matches than this, but you're not going to hear me criticize them because it's what it is.
What's with
Poor
the victim,
Tana.
Mike?
Poor Tana, you could see his legs when he tries to run and they do this. You know there's nothing left. That's why he's got to get out. The poor knees are done. But
Okada did that. Instead of the Rainmaker pose, he did this pose to everybody.
oh, it pissed the commentary covered and all that. They were like the fake Rainmaker. Then he did the real one.
Oh,
Um,
dude, when he did the real one, I was like, it's getting real now.
I loved how he
Um,
pissed him off. He's like, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
that guy that was covering the show on Meltzer's show also said, "Why the hell were there 6 Rainmakers in their match?" I was thinking to myself, "There weren't, idiot. There's between a clothesline and a Rainmaker. You got to hook the arm, fool." What an idiot! Whoever that guy is, what an idiot.
Short arm clotheslines, and he hit 2 Rainmakers. No, 3 Rainmakers is what he hit him with. 3.
Yeah, not 6. He hit regular clotheslines. You got to hook the arm, spin him around to do the real Rainmaker. You don't just.
Meltzer didn't explain to him since he watches it more than that idiot does.
Well, anyway, that guy made all
It was a great match, man.
It was.
And then the ending was just
sad.
It was sad.
It was.
Here's
well,
joy though.
The ceremony.
You see him smiling in the ring. You see that when he was down, he was just like. He was just smiling in the ring.
After the match was over and Okada bowed to him, Tana looked at him and smiled and told him thank you for everything and all of that. But then Tana sold. But this is how the Pharaoh ceremonies go. Everybody brings you the flowers. All the wrestlers come out at ringside. And then you got to have the 10-bell salute in silence to see you off to officially cancel your career as a wrestler. I did not like that the fans started in the middle of the thing. I did not like that at all. I did not like that at all. They should have shut up. That's the first time I've ever heard anybody holler or make noise in a 10-bell salute out of the ring for a wrestler retiring. I did not like that. I did like he talked, he cried. He went back up the ramp. You think it's going to be over? No, they put him in a WrestleMania 3 style cart and push him around the entire egg dome where he's up to the first level. The people that had to sit in the nosebleeds, and he's thank you, and they push him around the entire venue, all the way back to the stage, and he grabs the mic. He talks again, then fades away into the mist, into the bright lights and the smoke, like he was walking through the Golden Gates. What a retirement! Oh, he also went around the entire front ring and shook every VIP and everyone's hands, all of that, as many people as he could touch. We knew he was going to do it. This went for over an hour. It was a celebration.
Celebration of his life, man.
He walks through the smoke and it's over. And they show a video package on all the screens of his career. And not a soul, they still wouldn't leave or beat traffic. They stayed the entire time until the screens went off. And the Japanese guy said, that concludes Wrestle Kingdom. Thank y'all for coming. They would not leave. Those almost 50,000 people were there for Tana and for what he did, and they were not leaving. They did not give a shit about beating traffic, catching a monorail or a train. They did not give a shit. They were not leaving until you said, show's over, we're turning on the lights.
Yep. And Tanahashi, dude, class act. Fucking act.
A once-in-a-lifetime generational talent, the man that single-handedly carried New Japan on his back after the Inoki era, which almost destroyed the company. Gato's first choice to lead the company before Okada, and let's talk about all the people that were allowed to come out and celebrate with him. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the laundry list of former champs and talent, past, present, and future, and
Switchblade, Great Muta,
Fujinami, one of Tana's idols.
Yeah.
Freaking
Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi,
Will Ospreay,
yeah, man, and then Naito,
and then just to stick it to WWE for not allowing AJ Styles or Nakamura to come across. New Japan lets their rival company that they'll partner with every now and again, but technically their biggest rival, Noah, and the man that just fought with the company, not to mention Ibushi was not on good terms with New Japan and left. Not only did he come back for this and limping, Naito, who just got in a fight with everybody not even 9 months ago and quit the company, and he grabbed the mic and rattled, he's like, even I'm going to show up.
It was 7. It was 7, not 9. It was 7 months ago.
7 months? Okay. One more thing I want to thank, I know you guys are going to appreciate this if y'all listen to the whole show. I believe that Walker and Chris did an amazing job. We got nothing but real calls, statistics, logical reasons for things happening in the ring, pointing out when shoulders are down. That is how you call a wrestling fucking. They did a terrific, and both of these guys are young as shit. They did a terrific job calling this show.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, hands down to them guys, man. Walker
Now,
and
who's the one from the ops that came out for?
Oh shit, we forgot Shabbat. Tana
Shibata.
broke down crying the instant
Shibata.
his music hit.
yeah,
from the
Shibata.
ops.
Yeah, when Shibata came out, is like he just tore his shirt off. Like, come on,
Oh yeah.
then bah bah bah.
Well,
bah.
that's that fighting spirit. They were trained by Antonio. They were both trained by Antonio Inoki in the dojo. They were both young lions at the same time.
Yeah, the
Along
three
with
they
Nakamura.
lived together. They lived it was the three musketeers of their era was Tanahashi, Shibata, and Nakamura. That's why it was so heartbreaking that Nakamura got lied to. Couldn't the three of them from young lions starting out from the beginning to living together, washing the clothes, setting up the ring, bringing it down to all becoming champ. Well, I don't think Shibata ever captured the big one, but
No,
and he was on his way too because that dude was so ferocious, as small as he is, until the brain hematoma when he slammed heads with Okada and took himself out, but he was on his way. He was definitely on his way. But yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. Was it what's his name? Tanahashi? No,
that's who retired.
no, not Tanahashi. God dang it, he just lost the
Shibata.
title. Shibata, yeah. No, not Shibata. No, the one who
Takeshi?
Takeshi. There you go. Since Nakamura couldn't be there, he wore like part of Nakamura's gear.
Nakamura, I don't know how they met up. I don't know how they did it, or if they hang out because they're friends. Nakamura gave him the armband and said, "Wear it for me since I can't be there."
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Nakamura actually just went on not Twitter, whatever Twitter handle. He was upset. He was mad. He was really really mad.
Oh, I'm waiting for. I do not put it past with the. This was planned since last January. Tanahashi and Nakamura flew to meet each other and talk about how WWE was going to let them do this, how we were going to set up this match. This was supposed to be Nakamura was supposed to be on WWE TV and do Tanahashi's goodbye closing in a match. Then Tana was going to jump on X, and that's how they were going to set up this match. But WWE lied to him. Then he found out by the summer that he wasn't going to get the match. He asked for his release. They told him, "No, we're not granting your release." Do not be surprised that once Nakamura's contract's over, he doesn't jump to AEW for that. You just disrespected the wrestling business and that man's friend, and stole Jeff Cobb from New Japan as part of the deal and reneged on the deal. So, and Nakamura does take the business to heart. So, do not be surprised if he finishes that contract and he drops right over to AEW, and I wouldn't blame him one bit.
Well, he's been off TV for a minute too. Now he's off TV again.
Well,
Yeah.
he showed up. He showed up on SmackDown, and him and
Tamatonga.
Tamatonga had a confrontation. They said something in Japanese, but nope. No, you know what? That's really ticking me off. That they cannot put a translation to shit.
Or subtitles.
Yeah, subtitles.
That would be too hard because you would be like, I don't know what you're gonna say, not live, but they should do like UFC and have a translator that's bilingual. Somebody can afford to when these guys want to talk after a title, whatever, translate it for us, assholes.
Yeah, like
Y'all got the money.
I know we're trying to jump it off subject, but I was like listening to Stephanie Vercure. She was struggling a little bit with the English. Then she switched over to Spanish. Then after that, I'm like, I'm lost. I got a couple words. I know what she said, but
Yeah, that's ridiculous. There should be, especially for title wins, somebody should be in that ring interviewing, and there should be a translator for live
especially since I got Netflix, where I got it set to where you get subtitles. I put the subtitles on because sometimes I get distracted. I'm not paying attention. I got to read what they say,
Half the time, that's wrong too.
But at the same time, it's like translate.
Yeah. There's no reason WWE couldn't afford a bilingual.
I can get you
Just
some Rocky for that.
Just to cover Spanish, French, just the 3 or 4 basic
Yeah.
Japanese. I mean, there's no reason. They got money to burn. They could get a translator, the man or woman, when they do interviews after big to translate for these people.
All
I mean,
right.
that would have saved Andrade's career. That would help Stephanie. That would help. It would help so many fucking people. It would.
Well,
That's
Andrade
ridiculous.
had was Zelina Vega.
Well, when he had Selena, he was fine, and they took her away, and you got crap on a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that was fucked up. They should have. That was his ticket right there. But anyway,
but anyways, yeah, but going back to Tanahashi's retirement. So yeah, I got to watch. I didn't get to see him cart him around. After after they did the bell salute, I was like, okay, I'm done.
yeah, they put him in a cart that said Hiroshi Tanahashi. He was even with the first level of the fans in the stands, and he waved. They slowly pushed him. The Lions, the talent, they pushed him around the entire Tokyo Dome for him to look at everybody face level and with a mic and say thank you and wave and all of that, man. It would not stop. And they, of course, if anybody deserves it, it's him. He saved the whole company. But I mean, it was better retirement than Cena. I always liked Flair's one on WWE because everybody came out, but this was technically better and more respected. Tana's final words when he finally got back to the main stage before he walked through the smoke and the lights, he said, "I'm so glad I fell in love with pro wrestling, and I would never change a thing." And the fans just were like, "We love you."
Mm.
So I mean, absolutely awesome retirement. Tiger Mask's little ceremony coming up is not going to be nowhere near that nice. He will get the flowers. The talent will come out. They will do the 10 bell. It's going to be in a smaller. It's not going to be that. Even Rocky himself, they clown with Rocky on the mic and said, "You writing notes for your retirement?" He says, "Mine's not going to be as big as that. You know that." But
But the only thing I regret is not getting his autograph when I had a chance.
oh, you had a chance to get Tanahashi.
Yeah, when they came to Chicago.
Oh man, you maybe in these U.S. shows when they're doing meet and greet, maybe because he's president. If he decides to come across, maybe you'll have a chance. Maybe.
And Naito too. I miss getting Naito's.
Well, Naito was pretty much said he ain't looking to come back anytime soon right now to New Japan because he got in a fight with them and money dispute and all of that. So. And if Noah's gonna let him wrestle sporadically where he could finally heal up, how we doing?
That's what Tanahashi was doing tonight.
Oh yeah, because no one is slower. No more Trey Kilo are slower to get in the ring and peel off his gear than Naito. No one wastes more time than Naito, and he does it on purpose just to make everybody mad. That's his character.
It's like, yeah, I saw that.
And then Walker, and them were all like. They're like, it's going to take Naito longer to come out than the rest of the whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Naito does it to piss people off. He's
I
like,
thought it was great.
by the time I get there, I'll be 40 by the time he gets to the ring, and it'll be Dominion by the time we get there. By the time Naito got there.
Oh, just think, we didn't even have to wait for him to take off all his gear to wrestle. That'd have been another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 20.
Yeah.
But that was a
I'm
really,
surprised he found
really
his way to the
good.
Tokyo Dome because he's legally blind.
Someone drove him. What you
Yeah.
got, Mike?
I was like, man, but him being in the middle of that ring was just phenomenal. It showed a lot of compassion that what he had for Tanahashi.
Yeah, well, I mean, when someone brings you, that's why great opponents always get this big, like Ricky Steamboat and Ric Flair. It takes a great opponent to give you a great match. And I mean, you look at let's go through the classics for Tanahashi. It's going to be Shibata. It's going to be Nakamura. It's going to be Okada. It's going to be Ospreay. It's going to be Ibushi. It's going to be Omega. It's
And
going to be
Naito.
Jay White and Naito. It's going to be all of those guys are his classic opponents. With even though it's more personal for it to have been Nakamura, Okada is his greatest rivalry. That is the Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. That is what Okada and Tanahashi is. That is the big one. That is the Flair.
Ghidorah and Godzilla. That's a great example right there.
Yeah, that's what that is. You're not going to find neither one had a bigger opponent. That is the legendary feud of New Japan from the late 2000s to the teens for like a decade. That was the feud. That was the absolute feud of the best fighting. That's what it is. But yeah, overall, not my favorite Wrestle Kingdom, but I don't have any complaints. I thought the length of the if we separate Tana's retirement, I thought the length of the show was good because I only had the burnout feeling right when we got to Tana and Okada. I was like, I've seen this. I was like, time. Wait, the bells get ready to ring. I'm like, okay, we're looking at a minimum of 30 minutes to 45. They're gonna go. I'm like, I'm glad this is the last match, but it didn't overstay its welcome, and I enjoyed the retirement. So my only complaint, I like that the show length and time was good. I've seen one year I saw 1 years ago that it would not end. It was like 8 hours. I don't know how they did it, but it was brutal one night. But um, all I could my only regret was I didn't like the House of Torture interference taken away from the four junior weights that could fly. I wanted to see somebody fly off like the light scaffolding and all of that. The women's match, I preferred Surrey versus Suri. I rather that the Suri match from King of Pro Wrestling because it was so hard hitting. But because of old girl's injuries and illness, I'm not gonna take nothing away from them. They still took punishment out the ass.
All right, I
So
got a question for you though. Out of a 10 star, or not 10 star, out of a 10 rating, what do you give it?
ooh, for my rating's gonna have to affect the fact that they've lost so much main event talent and they got some people back and they're pretty much making chicken salad out of chicken shit. So it's not like they didn't have the greatest roster of talent. Here you go, we know what we have. For that, I'm gonna be lenient on them because it could have been a way worse show.
Oh yeah,
We got
100%.
returns, we got a good roster. If no one gets stolen away right now, I think I'll give it an 8. I think
Solid.
I'll, I think I'll give it an 8.
What about you, Phil?
I give it a 9.
A little biased.
That was the best Wrestle Kingdom I've seen in a while. Last year's was kind of meh.
And Phil's not wrong because if I had to come up with one of my greatest, it would be one before Phil's time, not these double year ones. Even though I did see some of the greatest wrestling matches of my life in some of those, but if I had to pick a greatest one, it would probably be before 17. It would be 17 or before.
What about you, Josh? What do you give it out of a 10?
I think I'd give it an 8. I'm going to agree with Jordan on this. I give it an 8. It was a good show.
It was.
All
It really
around
was.
good wrestling all around. So
The retirement was a 10,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
my opinion. The retirement was a 10.
Yeah.
The show itself to me was a 7.
Okay.
The reason why I give it a 7 was because of the fact that some of the matches didn't hit on all cylinders. Like, but as a whole, now if I compare it to New Year's Dash,
That's
New
what I knew.
Year's-
That's what's affecting me.
dude, New Year's Dash is a 9.5, bro.
New Year's Dash took a nice package in a few hours that gave you everything you needed without going from 1 o'clock to 6 a.m. That's why I will favor New Year's Dash. We got less time and a nice package. Everything we needed to see in a fun show.
You got
New
more
Year's
meat
Dash was.
than New
I
Year's
give it a
Dash.
10.
New Year's Dash, dude. Oh my God, was a 9.5 for me. It hit on all cylinders. There was nothing lackluster. And then on top of that, at the end of the night, you had a 12-pack of beer sitting beside Yoda Ice, and then you had Oscar and Yoda Ice just going at it, bro, over and over and over, screaming, telling everybody, "This is where you belong. This is where passion is. This is where hard hitters are. This is where life is. There's no other place for us but here right now."
And this is one of the. I don't want to cut you off, Mike, but I want to jump
Yeah.
in. The after match backstage. Everybody gets a backstage. Okay, you only get to see live the winners, the main event, if you wait and they go backstage, and you get to see all that in real time. And you can go back a day or two after, and that's all dubbed in English, and you can hear everybody, the winners and losers comments. But that is what they do instead of promos and wasting time in the ring. It feels real. It feels like press conferences. They celebrate you if you're the champ. You saw the Sapporo. You saw the beer. I like the way they do. That gives me that gives me reality. And yeah, you have members of the press and all back there filming and they're talking and it's all on the fly. Nothing written on a card. I enjoy that a lot. But
You should have seen what Kenta did with this one guy he calls Fatty. That was hilarious. Jordan knows what I'm talking about. He called the camera guy. It's on interviewer named Fat. You're not fatty. Get the fuck out of here.
I also enjoyed Jericho's first press conference for New Japan when he decided to go wild and stupid idiot, and he's like, "Oh, this is my turn to shine. Now I'm gonna act the fool in front of Tokyo Sports." That was a good time.
But it wasn't his first time in Japan. It was his first time as being a main eventer.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not talking about. Yeah, years ago he was in New Japan.
Back when he was going by Lionheart.
Yeah, I'm talking about when he came back, like the Omega thing, and.
But Josh, honestly, God, truthfully, watch New Year's Dash.
All right.
If you just watch
I couldn't watch it because I had to go to work the next day, and all I know is I get ding, 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 ding.
Hey man, I went to work today too. I get it, brother. I totally get it.
Josh,
I'm like, motherfuckers, go
as
to
good
sleep.
as good as the show was, it followed the Stardom rules. The longer you go, the better it get. And the main event topped every. The main event alone was a 10. The main event was better than any match on Wrestle Kingdom. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it really was.
And a tag match. WWE, learn something.
Well, the night's very first match, Josh can attest to this. The women killed it in WWE tonight.
Oh yes. I would agree. The Kabuki Warriors against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
You don't think that those women watched that Wrestle Kingdom women's match? You bet. They did. They did.
Everybody. It's like it seemed like everybody on Raw stepped up their game. This Raw.
Those people are gonna watch the show. I guarantee you, they watch the show and they know what's going on the other side of the pond. Not just some of them that are Japanese or have been over there. They're watching with the world. And I'm going back to what I said last week. Do not be surprised if this is the year of the rise of the Mexicana, of AAA and CMLL coming in the States and just being better than ever, and the rise of the luchadors for the men and the women. Do not be shocked. I think we need it. I think we need it as wrestling.
That reminds me, I got to get my tickets.
I think pro wrestling in America needs an enema.
I think this would be a great thing to bring in. Let both those companies get more U.S. Give us some U.S. commentary. Put them in the States. Let's get luchador wrestling back going and popular.
Dude,
let's do this fucking thing.
Dude, I think New Japan even humbled Tony Khan.
Yeah.
He did not mention at all AEW. So thank you for watching Wrestle Kingdom 20.
I will say this, gentlemen. I will say this. Before we go any further, we gotta have something tomorrow night.
Y'all want to save New Year's Dash plus or whatever else?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I was finally off today. Last night I drank like a madman through the whole from 8 o'clock at the bonfire, all the way through. New Year's Dash was cooking I did not get to focus on anything but the main event. I'm gonna go and I have to bring my man to the doctor in the morning. That's why I'm not drinking now. I'm probably gonna watch the show again tonight, New Year's Dash, and enjoy it and get real familiar with it. I'm probably gonna rewatch that.
I already watched the main event twice.
Talk about.
I watched Wrestle Kingdom 3 times. I already watched the main event on New Year's Dash twice.
And can we talk about how awesome? All right, the price today equals to about $13 US. All right, that's for the whole month. Mike he's done it already, but I stay on New Japan World. I have a subscription. Mike bought his. It's just every first of the month. Mike got to see Wrestle Kingdom in HD as many times as he wants on repeat. He got to watch New Year's Dash this morning on the 5th. Yeah. We have a 13-day break, and then we get Yuji Nagata. If anybody remembers WCW, it's Sonny Ono. Yuji Nagata has his training, Blue Justice, his training program for the Young Lions. He's doing his yearly show. That happens in about 13 days. Then
January.
You get the New Beginning tour, which is like Raw or SmackDown. You get both nights in order right after. You get all of that for $13 fucking plus the classic vault with US English dubbed over it if you want to watch Hogan or Flair or Andre or Brett or Sting or anybody.
Yeah.
You get all of that for $13 a month. This ain't no $50 for a show, Tony Khan, and this ain't no WWE Network. And or however they do it, they cut you $10 off, but you got to pay 50 a month. No, for $13 a month, you get all of that. Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, I'm all about it. And we the great action we just got to see. I'm not saying I wouldn't recommend Yuji Nagata's show unless you have nothing to do that night. The New Beginning shows until we get to the actual New Beginning pay-per-view style show. That's gonna be interesting to see where these stories are going. These shit. That's all that's gonna be matches and build. I'm excited to get into 2026 in New Japan. What we've just seen.
I am too.
I'm gonna be looking forward to watching it.
We gotta wait on Phil to get back. So
Also, I didn't mention no commercials, no edits. People say something. That's how it's said. There's almost no promo type shit. You just get action nonstop. And these New Beginning shows are gonna be like 2-hour shows, maybe 3. But they're going to be like Raw or SmackDown or Dynamite. And eventually you're going to get the New Beginning show, which will probably have Suji defending against Jake Lee. We'll probably have Doki defending against Desperado. We're not going to talk about it tonight because we said we'll do New Year's Dash tomorrow. But we did have Fallout after the main event of Challengers. We did have Challengers show up. We'll get into that tomorrow night. So we kind of know what direction we're going to be going with the World Heavyweight titles. What's going to happen with the tags and the trios, when and where, what's going to go on with that. The Never title with Aaron Wolf, who will be his first challenger in Wednesday. We got a lot to look forward to.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Ringside Rants,
you're doing life wrong, brother.
Before you get into that, though, we got to show off all our shit.
Oh,
Josh, you up
tomorrow night?
We got our shit. We're ready.
I'm gonna do like I'll just do all these cassettes for right now. I'll say some stuff for tomorrow.
Sam,
I got Mike. Dang it! You're scaring people.
You're zoomed in, Mike.
No, you're not.
Right now you're not. Yeah.
So, over in the Coleco.
He talk about Mike. You're scaring people.
I picked up an entire collection of tapes of one band.
Is this the one I'm thinking of?
Yes. It's, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 tapes. Basically, almost the entire catalog of Blue Oyster Cult.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Should I do it?" I said, "Bro, tell him 5 less." He said he even got a little deal on there too.
Yes, and is the other ones, and out of them, I think this stack right here is the only one I'm keeping because it actually got.
Why not keep all of it?
Well,
he's gonna turn
I need to make some money back.
Yeah, he's gonna turn a profit on the stuff he's not that into.
Yeah, like I'm keeping this one right here because 2 of these songs are on the heavy metal soundtrack off this album right here.
I'm gonna tell you another one you might want to keep, Josh, is the live album. Might only have 7 songs and not the hits, but it's a great performance. You might want to keep the live album.
That's this one right here.
I think I have a different cover. I'm not sure.
Extraterrestrial Alive is like 2 record on 1 cassette. So, but
okay,
basically,
the one I have is only 7 tracks. It's not even all the hits, but it's the performance is so damn good.
Oh, this one, I mean, shit. Let me see. You got.
I'm not familiar with the one.
Cities on Flames, Hot Rails to Hell.
I don't have that one.
The Red and Black, Dominance and Submission, Don't Fear the Reaper, ETI, Godzilla, Dr. Music, Black Blade.
That's a double album.
Is it Joan Crawford? Okay. Burning for You, Veteran of a Psychic War. Great song.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of the heavy metal soundtrack, that's one of the songs that's on there. And Roadhouse Blues. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm keeping that one. That's a
live album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's a double LP on 1 tape.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like basically almost the entire catalog I got of Blue Oyster Cult. It's probably missing like one or two. So
Yeah,
then
and he
also picked up this one as well.
yeah, I remember.
Willa.
He got that whole lot, that whole Blue Oyster Cult lot. He made a deal for $50, by the way.
Yeah, I picked that whole Blue Circle up for $50. Like I said, I'm only keeping 4 tapes out of it, maybe 5. But
It's about $10 a pop, unless you want to jack it up.
Oh yeah, there's actually a couple worth a couple bucks in there. So
What else you pick up? Anything else?
I'll show this off. I picked this up because this is something. If you're a video game collector and know about video game movies, it's very rare you see this out in the wild. And I had to pick it up. It's a very horrible video game movie, but I had to pick it up.
That fucking movie. Yeah. Between them and Street Fighter, I don't know who was on more crack.
This was so. It's. I think I would go Street Fighter top.
Well, I mean,
Mario Brothers is second, and this.
Yeah, that was bad. The Mortal Kombat movie was decent. The first one.
Yeah.
The second one was.
But yeah,
the second one is abysmal.
But this one is actually. I have. This is the first time I've ever seen it out.
Movie. I love it.
So, all right, now I'll save the albums for tomorrow. So that's all I got.
I gotta show you something, like, guys. Let me show you. I do have one thing.
Hey Phil, this is a child friendly show.
It's a tattoo.
Let's see what you got.
Going with the gut. What is that? Dragon Ball Z?
Yep, it's Shenron.
All right, nice. When you just got that done, huh?
Yep, I'm getting it in 2 weeks. I'm getting it touched up and inked and fully colored in.
Colored in.
Nice.
Shit. How did it feel on the side, Phil?
My endorphins kicked in, so yeah.
Well, you got more meat there versus when you try to get the breastplate bone or on the collar on the neck. That shit hurts. That shit fucking hurts. All right, I'm up. All right, let's do this. And then I have a couple announcements for tomorrow for the show. Oh, everybody, we forgot when we started the show. Like and subscribe, you fuckers. Like costs you $3.99. Like the show. It helps the algorithm. Gets you more people in the chat to talk with. I paid $7 for this, but we got a picture covered BB King single. Yeah, that's not something you get all the time. So when you see the picture, everybody goes wild. I just happened to be first. They had like 6 people behind me. I'm closing in on finishing this collection up right here. We got Seasons in the Abyss for Slayer.
That's a good album.
That's one of their top 3 favorite albums. Top 3 for the band, if not number 1. A good album, a great fucking album. Then this I already listened to as well. Oh, I got this for $20. It was an auction. Somebody was sleeping and not paying attention. Well, let's put my facts down. This was 1980 USOG. Yeah, $20 start. Nobody bid me, but one of my favorite bands. The second classic album, Saxon, Wheels of Steel.
Oh, I was trying to get that one.
One of the early wave of British heavy metal.
Yep, they're the band that brought Iron Maiden as their opening act. Let's see who else I love Saxon. I'm working on getting their first era of music. I have more from them to show later. This
Venom.
I have Black Magic and Welcome to Hell, dude. I have Venom.
Black metal, you mean?
Yeah, I have Black Metal and Welcome to Hell. This I got. I don't know why he was just trying to liquidate shit. I don't know if I paid 30. This says 35, but I know I didn't pay that. This is like 3 LPs in here, and I've never even listened to it yet. But this is death, yo.
Holy shit!
That is their last album.
Let's see right here. There we go. But it's like 3. It's thick back here. Let's see 1. What do we have in here? 1, 2. Yeah, it's a 3 LP set. But I got it for a good price, like around $20. I was like, add that to the death pile.
For 3 LPs, I mean, come on.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. I mean, it's not
I
at all.
even love their cover of Painkiller on that album.
I'm not that familiar with the album. I'm collecting Death while it's affordable. This was another one he was ready to close out at $20. I don't know if y'all know the band, but it's Tank, and it's $20. So I'm like, yeah,
I've heard of Tank.
I'll do some metal for $20. You know, sealed, by the way, sealed. And adding to the pile of Allman Brothers albums for $6.99. I almost have an entire Allman Brothers section, but this one I had missed a couple times. But yeah, for $7, give me that shit. You know. And this is, let's see, yeah, this is after Dwayne Allman passed, but that doesn't bother me. I got an entire BB King section and an entire Allman Brothers section.
Ugh.
Then
You
a
like that
9.99.
Southern Rock
I
and that
always like
Southern
this
Rock.
is $9.99. This is Southern Rock. It was 25. I got it for $10, but I always love the cover. It's like a wanted poster of the Outlaws, the band The Outlaws.
Oh, okay.
So it's lesser known Southern Rock, you know, but I just like the cover. I was like, for $10, I'll fucking do that, and it's an OG. Then we got, all right, this was a $6.99 right here. But it's from Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young and Stephen Stills solo album. I was like, for $7, I can do that. You know, it was originally at 20, so I was like, good music, something I might put on while I'm cooking or something for only $7. And that's it for that's it for tonight, guys.
Dude.
All right,
Nice.
so Mike, let's keep the quote lines.
Before you do that, tomorrow's show we'll go over New Year's Dash as well as WWE main roster talent leaving the company. And that as well as the coming to light. Y'all heard it from us. We broke it here over a month ago about the Shinsuke Nakamura WWE fuckery deal and him being allowed to wrestle Tanahashi's final match in the screw job. Now it's becoming public. It's becoming public knowledge. Now it's all over the place. So let's see what happens now in the world of online fandom. All tomorrow.
Oh yeah. And if you're not watching Ringside Rants,
You're doing life wrong, brother.
you're damn right. And we're not just food to eat. We're also
Food for the ears, baby.
That's right. And you see, I never owned Lucille. BB King has Lucille right here. I never owned it. But one of these days, it'll be mine. Because you know why? What's mine is mine, but yours is mine too.
anybody have a fun fact?